First, we understood language fundamentals. And the programming concepts, those are used for building logic, are called what? Language fundamentals. What are those? Data types, operators, control flow statements, exception handling statements, and print statements. Right? Then, in every logic development, in every operation logic development, we have 5 activities. What are the 5 activities? First one, reading and storing values. For reading and storing values, for storing value, we must use variable. Okay, what is a variable? A variable is a named memory location. Okay, what the use of variable? It is used for storing value or object. It is used for storing value or object. Object means multiple values. A group of multiple values of either same type or different type. Okay, next. Java is a strictly typed programming language. What the meaning of strictly typed programming language? We must specify type for creating a variable, and also we cannot assign. Okay. Statically typed programming language. What is the meaning of statically typed programming language? We must specify data type for creating a variable. For example, a equal to 10, it is compile timer. Int a equal to 10, no compile timer. This is called statically typed programming language. They use specifying explicitly. That is called statically typed programming language. Next. Once we create variable, we must initialize it by using a value. Okay. Once you create a variable, we must initialize it by using a value. We have two types of data types. What are the two types of data types? We have two types of data types. Primitive data types for creating a variable for storing value. Number two, referenced data types. For creating a variable, we must create a variable also. And for creating a variable and object for storing multiple values as one, two. Okay. We have 8 primitive data types. What are they? Byte, short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean. We have also 8 reference data types. They are array, class. Under class we have 7 types. We are not going to worry about 7 types. Okay. Then next point what we discuss. Once we create a variable, we must store value in it, or we must initialize it. We must store value in it, or we must initialize it with a value. Now tell me, the value is technically called what? A literal. We have 7 types of literals. What are they? Integer literals. How many integer literals? 2. Int and long. Int long. Next, floating literals. 2. Float, double float. I'm writing default data types first. Into double. Next, character literal. Char. Next, Boolean literal. Boolean. Next, string literal. String. Next, class literal. Class. I'm talking about data type, okay? Next, null literal. Small null. What are the examples of int literal? 10, 10L. For the floating point literal example, 10.5, 10.5F. Character literal, single quote A, single quote 1, single quote at the rate. Boolean, true, false. String, double quotes A. Class, A dot class. Null, null. These are the examples. Now, the most important topic. We cannot assign, okay, every variable and literal has a type. Okay, we cannot assign as a type means data type. Every data type has a range. We cannot assign higher range data type to lesser range data type variable. Right? Every data type has a range. Next, we cannot assign higher range data type variable or literal. Higher range data type variable literal to lesser range data type variable. It leads to compilation. If we need to assign, what to do? We must use cast operator. What cast operator do? The cast operator converts the value type to the given type and also decreases the value range if it is greater than the cast operator type range. Right? All points are revising. Next points we learned. Next to these points, what are the other points we learned? Type promotion. What is the type promotion? Different data type values in an expression. The lesser range data type value is promoted to higher range data type used in this expression, right? Then what the result type? Then the result type is higher range data type used in this expression, right? Next point, what? The byte, short, char data types are promoted to int type, even though we didn't use combination data types. Okay. After this, we discuss so much important one point. Anybody remember? Very, 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 very important point we discussed. Any of you remember? Any of you remember? Very important point. No, memory optimization, that's already over. Memory optimization as part of the literals. After type promotion completed. No. Hmm. No. That is type conversion. Already we moved to the type promotion. After type promotion, we discussed one important point. Very important. Karen incompatible, that is also comes under type conversion. Already we moved to type promotion. After time promotion, I have explained one point. Rules. Rules are over. Point I'm asking, not rules. Look at that, already gave hint. Limitation of variable, no man. Casting is over. After type promotion, why are bringing again casting? Hmm. Ashilanka, yes. Compiler algorithm in evaluating expression. Any of you remember? Variable, we have two expressions. Variable expression VE. Variable expression. Variable expression is evaluated by type. Right? What is another expression? Literal expression is evaluated by value. Okay. So with this, we completed type promotions. Data types, types of data types, variable types of data types. First, right? This section is data type, types of data types, variable. Next section is what? Type conversion and cast. Next, this point, this is what? Type promotion and automatic type promotion. Okay. So let me write automatic. Automatic type promotion, comma, expression evaluation. Okay. So these are three sections. Hope all points are clear, revised. So many points, 36 points. Oh my God. 1 week discussion. Hmm? Okay. Shall I remove this? Okay. I wanted to save this image so that you can review later. Can you understand all these shortcuts? Hmm? Babu, I've written all shortcuts, right? Okay. Next, what we discussed, any of you remember after this? We discussed about variable, its limitation. What did you learn? Variable, its limitation. A variable is a named memory location. It can store only one value. If we try to store new value, old value is replaced with new value. For storing multiple values, we must create multiple variables. Then program become uh, then program becomes what program? Static nature. Code, because every time we must modify source code for creating new variables. Solution also, we cannot pass multiple values to a method as argument to a method with a single parameter. Then what is the solution? We must use array. Right on. Now working with array and its problem. Now tell me, what is an array? An array is a collection of values of similar type. By using single name. Also, it is used for passing multiple values as one row to a method with a single What else we discussed? We can create array in three ways. Now, what are the three ways? New keyword and size, lower bracket, values, comma separator. By combining array locations has index number starts with 0. Every array object has length as a variable. For storing, reading, modifying array values, we must use what syntax? Index number as array variable name of index. Index must be greater than 0 and less than length. For reading all values of the array, we must use for loop. The limitation of array is it can store only okay. For the time being, I'm saying same type of values. Solution, we must use class. Next, working with class. Tell me, what points are there under class? A class is a user-defined data type. Correct definition. It is used for storing multiple values of same or different type as one group with a single name. The next point is what? For storing values inside a class, we must create variables. What the point, important point learn? Just by declaring variables, those just by declaring variables, those variables doesn't provide memory. What to do? We must request JVM by using static or new keywords. Right now, for providing memory to all variables, as one group with a common name. We must use a new keyword as class name, variable name equal to new class name parenthesis equal. Then for reading values from the variables available in this object, what to do? We must use dot as variable name dot. Let me take object name dot variable. Okay, so these are the points we discussed as part of the class. So quick revision I have given, maybe taking time. One more point we forgot actually. Type of integer literals, yeah. Okay, good point. I forgot actually. Okay, with this we completed revision. Now I want to enter it into project. Okay, now ready for today class? Okay, give me 1 minute. I must upload material to your senior batch. I forgot. They have written notes, but still they're asking material. Give me 1 minute. I'll upload and come back. Learning project today. Okay. What is the target of every project? In every project, target is storing data of an object, right? Every project target is storing data of an object. For example, you take Gmail. In Gmail, you have to store your data, customer data, product data, right? Next, you take Naresh IT website. Naresh IT website, in that we should store course and students, fan, employees, laptops, papers, different products available. If we take DMart, in DMart project, we must store stock details, how much stock is available, how much stock is sold, how much stock is pending. So all these details we have to use. So you take any project, in every project, storing data is the main target. For storing data, first what is required? Memory. Okay. Storing data. Tomorrow, what is the target? Tomorrow, in any project, storing data is the target. Whose data you want to store? One object data you want to store. An object contain multiple values of same type or different type, different type. For storing multiple values of different type, what I have to use? Class. Which class? Any class. Class example, class sample, class A, class B, class C, your wish. But choosing the name is good. Choosing whatever the name you wish, any name you wish is good or bad? Bad. So we must choose the name meaningful to, we must choose the name meaningful to the current object. For example, I want to store student data, then I must create a class called what? Student. Okay, I want to store employee data. I must create class called what? Employee. Okay, I want to store laptop data. I must create a class called what? Laptop. So based on what operation you want to do, whose operation you want to do, that particular name you have to use. Everyone understand? Now tell me, in order to develop narrative project, how many objects I should create? Student, employee, laptop, fan and paper. Okay, if I create these objects, I can store their details. Right. So the first target here is what? Develop a project to create a real world object in programming world. RWO. RW means what? Real world object student in programming world. So tell me, in order to create real world object in student in programming world, try to think what is the meaning of creating. Creating means, am I creating your body structure? No. In your narrative, when you join, is your body structure stored? No, your data is stored. So storing data of a person is nothing but creating that person in the program. Storing data of a product is nothing but creating the product in the program. So here what you are going to store? A product. Product means what? Data. Tell me now. For consider two objects, Hari and Balaya. There are two students want to join in the narration. Then in Java, creating the student object means not creating is a structure, creating is a data, storing is data. For storing data, I have three approaches. What are the three? Variable, array, class object. Student contain one value? No. Student contain multiple values. Multiple values of what type? Different type. Storing multiple values of different. What is required? I required a class. I created one class. Inside class, what is required? Variables. Tell me now. This class student, student number, student name, course fee, four variables. Can this class create Hari? No. Can this class create Balaya? No. That means is this class representing particular to Hari, particular to Balaya? No. This class representing both objects. Very important point. Now tell me, how can this class can be used for storing Hari? How can this class can be used for storing Balaya? I have to provide memory to these variables for storing Hari values. Provide memory to these four variables again for storing Balaya values. Tell me, inside a class when you declare variable, are they have memory automatically? No. They have memory only when we request JVM to provide memory by using static keyword or new keyword. Tell me, if I use a static keyword for these four variables, how many memory copies will be there for these four variables? Only one memory copy. One memory only will be there. SNO one memory, SNAME one memory, course one memory, fee one memory. But now you want store one memory values. You want to store Hari values only na Balaya values also na Balaya value also. If you want to store Balaya Babu values, then Hari values are replaced with Balaya Babu values. Then Hari gone from the Naresh IT website. So tell me, I have to have one application form for all students. For each student should be provided separate application form. Separate application form. That means I must create memory for these four variables separately for Hari, separately for Balaya. That means I have to use static keyword and new keyword. New keyword. Hope you understand now. Now I'm taking college class main method. Inside college class, I use new keyword with student. Then one copy memory provided. Again, I use a student with a new student. Okay, student S to new student. Then it is another copy memory. And tell me, now you try to understand. In last class, I told you, inside a class, the variables are not provided memory automatically because The variables have a chance to provide multiple copies of memory. If they have only one memory copy can be provided, JVM will provide automatically. But the variables created inside a class has a chance to provide multiple copies of memory. Why the class variables has a chance to provide multiple copies of memory? Because one class represents multiple objects of same type. For representing this object values has to be stored, and representing second object value stored. For that, separate copy memory for all four variables has to be created and the values has to be stored. Separate copy of memory for second object has to be created and its values to be stored. So tell me now, after creating memory and storing value, is this Hari available in the programming world? Yes. After creating another copy memory, is this Balai Babu available in the programming world? Yes. So tell me, if I want 10 students you want to create in the program, how many times I have to use a new keyword repeatedly? 10 times I have to use. Understand? Yesterday class, today class, both are same or not? Yesterday we created employee class with values. Today I created student class without values. Yesterday I created one object. Today I created multiple objects. Yesterday I told you memory not provided automatically. We must ask. Today I explained reason. Now tell me now how to create real world object in the programming world steps. Create a class with the object type name as class name. Create object type name as class name. Object type is what? Student. Inside this class, we must declare the number of variables depending on the number of values and type of values we want to store. Tell me, should I assign values here? SNY equal to SNAME equal to course equal to fee equal to, should I assign values here? No, because if I assign values, then this class represent multiple objects of particular object, one particular object, right? So should not assign values. We must not assign values to variable in this class directly because this class is meant for representing a group of objects of same type, but not the individual object. We must assign value to those variables after object creation. After new student, now object is decided, store values. After object creation, new student, object is decided, store values. Okay, now? Right. And then after creation inside another class, main method, we must create number of objects based on the number of individual objects we want to create. So final conclusion is what? Summary, steps to create real world object in the programming world. Create a class with object type name. Inside this class, declare fields to store values of this object. Create instances. Instance is nothing but one memory copy. First memory copy, second memory copy. New student is called instance. One per individual object. Store this object values in this instance. Read and display values of this object from this respective instances. Okay now? So now we need to write the code, but before that, I want to write this diagram. Okay? Please write on notes part. Please write on notes part. Take this heading. Continuation yesterday class, take this heading. For storing, okay, in real-time object, in real-time project, write a point. In real-time projects, in real-time projects, we must store, we must create, or we must store data of an object that is available in this project. For example, in Amazon project, we must store data of a customer, data of customers and products. For storing data, okay, an object contains different type of values. For storing, for creating real world object, in programming world, and for storing its data in programming world, we must use class and instance. Must use class and its instance created by using new keyword. Instance is nothing but one copy memory created from a class for storing and representing, for storing an individual object in programming world and for representing okay. So tell me, for creating real world object in programming world, we need two concepts, class and instance. If we complete it, let me know. We'll go for next point. For creating real world object in programming world, we must follow below 5 steps. For creating real world object in programming world, we must follow below 5 steps. Completed? Write down these 5 steps. Have you written note also? Every day I'm saying same point. What? Every statement we must read, understand like a compiler and JVM. It means we must verify the statement syntax and we must allocate memory for that statement. If you don't practice it, every day you will fail in Java. Okay now? Try for. Now I am trying to create your life as a program. Okay? I am trying to create your life as a program. Observe. Consider real world object, student, employee, bank account. You are a student now, studying very hard. After that, what happened? Get the job now. After that, get the bank account, salary account, right? To represent this student, I have a class called student. Inside class student, we create variables. Also, next week we are creating methods also. Same thing, employer, class employee, variables methods. Bank account, class bank account variables. And here side, we also create what? Instance 1 for student 1, right? Instance 2 for student 2. Instance 3 for student 3. This is for first student. This is for second student. This is for third student. Okay. And here we are storing first student values. Here we are storing second student values. Here we are story, third student. Okay. This clarity is very, very important. Tell me. Next step is also what? Same. For class employee also, same. Three students, three employees. Bank account also, three bank accounts. So tell me, what is your job for creating real world object in the programming world? Identify one real world object, create it by using class and create individual objects. That's all. Okay, right. Consider the real world objects. Consider, uh, just write this diagram as this. First, you are a student. After getting job, become employee. After getting job, you are getting salary. Write on this diagram. Completed? Now question. Develop a project. Develop a project to create the real world object student in programming world. Develop a project to create a real world object student in the programming world. Now tell me what steps we have to follow. First we'll write diagram, then we write code. Okay. First, what I have to identify? Two objects, Hari and Balaya. Okay. Please write these notes as I am saying. Feel this is your page. This is your page. Okay. Now, left side of your page, right? Hari Balaya. Step by step, I will dictate. You need to write. Okay. Okay. I will recharge. I will charge it. Okay. Then Left side of your notes, write class student. Inside, create 4 variables. Student S1 equal to new student. Second object for second student. Okay. Then tell me student S1 is a variable. New student creates new object with all non-static variables in the student class. Store 1010. Draw memory, please. First, if you understand concept, writing program easy, remember. Writing program after all. Understanding concept is difficult. Okay, next store pointing. Next one is what? Values are stored. Hurry values are stored. After storing values now, we can say Hurry is available in Java. Okay, now the next can you try yourself? Student S2 equal to new student. New memory created. Then Balai Babu values are stored. understand the process? Shall we write code? How to assign value by using assignment operator, man. How to assign value using assignment operator, simple. Object name s1 dot sno. Write down coding. First open edit plus, open Java editor, type the class name student, bring the cursor here, remove main method, declare 4 variables, int sno, string s name, string course, double fee. Save this student class with the name student.java. इसके बाद क्या करना? फाइल न्यू जावा. हाँ, ये डेटा टाइप क्लास है, यूजर क्लास है. स्टूडेंट इज डेटा टाइप क्लास. Now we are creating college.java. College class is what? Data type class or user class? User class. It is using student for storing students. College. Creating two instances from class student for the objects, for the two student objects HK and BK. Everyone try to understand here. There is a confusion. Sir, what is the difference between instance and object? The memory created from a class. One copy memory created from class by using new keyword is called what? Instance. This new student created a memory is what? Instance. Tell me, this memory, whatever created here, is it object or instance? It is just instance. It is not object. Who is object? This Hari is the object. Understand? Hari is the object and it is instance. It's just a memory. Tell me, there is a two differences. Application form, student Hari Krishna application form. Without, before storing my values, it is what? Just application form. After storing my values, it is Hari Krishna application form. Now, as long as values are not stored, it is just a memory. That just a memory is called what? Instance. After storing values, then it is called what? Object. Understand? Everyone type in the chat window. What is this? Is it object or instance? Come on, everyone. It is the instance, not object. When is it called object? After storing values of Balai Babu. Now it is what? Object. Clear my point? Tell me now. In the program, when I write new student, new keyword will go to the student class and create one copy memory for all variables available in the student class. Correct? That memory is just called what? Instance. I'm creating one more instance. S2 equal to new student. Let us not call it as an object. Let's call it as an instance until you understand the difference between instance and object. Okay. Now tell me what you created. Two instances you created. Next step is what? Second step, storing object HK values in in S1 instance. Okay. Now what do you write now? S1 dot SNO equal to 101. S1 dot. Tell me SNO SName variables have how many copies of memory? Two copies. Right? Here also we have SNO SName course fee. Here you have one copy memory. Right? Also we have another copy memory. Same variables are provided, one more copy memory here. Does they have values or no values? No values. Now I want to store values. How to access SNO? By using S1 dot. S1 dot. How to access SNO from second object? S2 dot. Understood? S1 dot SName equal to double quotes Hari. S1 dot course equal to double quotes for Java. Okay. S1 dot fee equal to double quotes. Sorry, no double quotes. Directly we store 3500. Everyone tell me 3500 is integer literal. Can I assign to double variable? Fee is a double type variable. Can I assign? Can I assign lesser values to the highest range variable? Yes, that's what we discussed. Tell me now. I want to initialize, observe, storing object values in a instance is called initializing. Now I want to use another terminology. Initializing S2 instance with BK object values. Generally, we don't say storing. We say what? Initializing. This is the right terminology. Because it's the first time you're listening, that's why written what? Storing. Okay. Step number 1, created 2 instances. Step number 2, storing values. It's also step number 2. Okay. Now tell me what I have to write here. Now you already stored values in these 4 variables in first instance. Now you want to store values in the second instance. Second instance name is what? S2. All these 4 variables are provided a memory with the name, common name S2. So what I write? S2 dot SNO equal to 1 not. S2 dot SName equal to Balaya. S2 dot course equal to Balay Babu is belongs to acting course. Is a Balay Babu is our Tollywood hero. Akhanda, both are not saying. You can charge 4,500. Okay, na? Now tell me, how many students joined in your Naresh ID Institute? 2 students joined. Once students are joined, we have to give admission card, na? Sorry, ID card, na? That ID card is nothing but printing values. Everyone tell me, now here at this line number, S1 is called instance of object. Excellent. S1 object, Hemant, not instance. Line number 7, instance. Line number 15 onwards, S1 is object because already values are stored representing one object. Na? After storing, after filling application form with my details, we call that is my application form, not just application form. Okay, na Hemant? S1 object values. S1 dot SNO. I'm using like this plus S1 dot SNO. You don't write, please wait. You don't write, please wait. S1 dot SName, S1 dot SName, S1 dot course, S1 dot course, S1 dot fee, S1 dot fee. Save it. Which class I have to compile? College class, automatically student class also compile. Execute college. S1 object values. SNO, SName, course, fee. But observe, is it readable? Colons are coming in zigzag order. Values are coming in zigzag order. Is it readable? In your application form, or the values are printed like this, correct vertical order will come. Now I want to make a vertical line. For that, I have to give the gap. Okay, all colons I want to bring to one line. Control 1, control 2. Look at that, all are coming in one vertical line, colon. Is readable now. But providing space by your own manually with a space bar is not good idea. I must use escape sequence character /t. The escape sequence character /t will provide 8 spaces here. Here also 8 spaces. Here also 8 spaces. Here also 8 spaces. We no need to worry about how much spaces I have to type. /t will take care of properly. Control 1, compile. Control 2. Look at that now properly coming or not. Vertical order. So it's always recommended to, whenever you want to align output printing, whenever you want to format output printing, you want to bring all values in a one vertical line. You don't add spaces, use /t. /t is called tab space escape sequence character. Now tell me, I want to print a second object value. When you want to print second object value, from first object to printing to second object printing, logic is changing or same logic? Come on everyone. Logic is same or same logic? Different logic? Logic is same. What is changing? Only reference is changing. Okay, samajh mein aaya? Only what is changing? Reference is changing. What the first reference? S1. Now what is the next reference? S2. So just you change the reference variable, automatically object values reading will be changed. It will go to second object. Now look at that, control 1. I have used 2 escape sequence characters here. What is that? /t, provide the tab space. And I use /n. Why /n? For getting one line gap. So S2 object values printing in the next line. /n will push this printing to the next line. If I remove this slash line, look at there is no one line gap. Immediately after S1.phi value printing, I want to push this S to the next line and make one empty line. For that, I have to use /n, escape sequence character. So in chapter number 1, I have uploaded a material on escape sequence character. In your free time, please read. Okay, na? S1 object values, S2 object values. Everyone got clarity? How to work with creating real world object in the programming world by using class. This is class. By using class, and it's a instance. This is instance, class and instance. Did you get clarity on difference between static keyword and new keyword? Static keyword provide only one copy memory to all variables available in the class. Then using static variable, can I represent multiple objects of this class? No. Using new keyword, tell me what is doing? It providing separate object memory. As many times you use, those many times separate object memory will be created. First copy, second copy. In first copy, you store first object value. Second copy, you store second object values. That's all. So simple. How many times you create class? One time. Write down. Third step, printing S1 and S2 object values. Printing logic you write. Now tell me, here onwards, once you learn how to walk, or once you learn how to ride a cycle, then walking 100 steps, riding 100 cycles, procedure is same or not? So if we practice this example with the given notes today, tomorrow onwards, next week classes are easy. Tomorrow we are learning object-oriented programming based on this example. I will also upload employee and bank account examples to your Google Classroom. Afternoon or night, please find some 2 hours of time and practice them so that next classes will be easy. Okay now? So in today class, I gave you the revision of all the topics and we use the real-time example to use our concepts. So tomorrow we are entering into the next important chapter. Enter into new chapter, okay? Tomorrow I will use all the topics you have learned this week. I will upload this material, this program and also assignment, and also I will upload complete revision what you learn in this chapter. So either afternoon or evening or night, please take 2 hours of time from your life. Please spend with Java. Okay. So that next classes will be easy. Ask admin to provide Google Classroom link. It's not with me. Every day I am saying, but one day also people will not give focus to my statement. Every day I'm reminding. And even in the class also daily I'm showing Google Classroom. But you guys are ignoring. Then tomorrow you can ask him what I can do. When he is available, why you are ignoring him? Thank you guys. That's all for today class.